Big news today in the political world. Senator Jeff Flake tells President Trump enough is enough. Flake is done with the chaos at the White House in Washington, D.C. That right now is a big story tonight at 5. Senator Jeff Flake has decided not to run for re-election in 2018.
Political editor Dennis Welch joining us in studio tonight with the reasoning behind this huge decision.
Yeah, and it's all pretty simple. It basically comes down to simple political math here. Mr. Flake, his polling numbers are underwater, and he did not see a path to victory, not in this era of Donald Trump.
Anger and resentment are not a governing philosophy.
Arizona Senator Jeff Flake delivering a blistering attack on President Trump and the state of Republican politics.
Reckless, outrageous, and undignified behavior has become excused and countenanced as telling it like it is, when it is actually just reckless, outrageous, and undignified.
The freshman senator also slamming what he called a flagrant disregard for truth and decency in the era of Donald Trump.
We were not made great as a country by indulging in or even exalting our worst impulses, turning against ourselves, glorifying in the things that divide us, and calling fake things true and true things fake.
Since taking office, the president has attacked the press, picked fights with U.S. allies, and engaged in public name-calling. And this afternoon, Flake said there is no hope of Trump changing.
We have fooled ourselves for long enough that a pivot to governing is right around the corner. A return to civility and stability right behind it. We know better than that.
Looking to the future, Flake urged other Republicans to challenge Trump in the politics of Trumpism.
When the next generation asks us, why didn't you do something? Why didn't you speak up? What are we going to say?
And over the next 14 months, Flake will likely join Senator Bob Corker, who is another Trump critic, not seeking re-election next year, in challenging the White House, guys.
Okay, so a lot of heavy hitters in his own party started backing Kelly Ward. What is she saying tonight?
Well, it's pretty interesting. A lot of people might think she's the big winner here, but there is some thought out there that maybe she's the big loser here because she's no longer going to have Jeff Flake to beat up on. Her campaign is going to stand on its own 2 feet. Regardless, she's pretty excited about this, and I want to show you a bit of a clip from her on Fox News earlier today.
We do need a positive way forward. We need new leadership, new GOP leadership in Washington, D.C., and I look forward to being a part of that class of 2019 who is putting the America First agenda out in the forefront.
Yeah, a lot of other Republicans are going to be jumping into this race, Brandon.
Dennis, right now it feels like there's 2 Republican parties. There's the Steve Bannon Republican Party, which Kelly Ward would be a part of, and then you have the Senator McCain's, Senator Flake, Senator Bob Corker of Tennessee. These are very, what they would call very principled Republicans who have all said that they no longer identify with the current Republican Party as it stands. A question to you. Kelly Ward is seen as a far right-wing candidate. Somebody like a Governor Doug Ducey, when it comes time to support her in the general election, what happens there?
Well, I don't think I've seen anything that would indicate that Mr. Ducey would not support the eventual Republican nominee.
His office was pretty upset with her, the comments she made after Senator McCain was diagnosed with brain cancer.
He is very much a party kind of guy. You got to remember, it took him a while, but ultimately he gave a very tepid endorsement to Donald Trump during the presidential election last year, and has even made some appearances with him. So I don't think anything at this point from what we see would stop Governor Ducey from getting in and endorsing.
What about Senator McCain? Does Senator McCain campaign for Kelly Ward?
Well, that is something I don't think you're going to see happen because if you remember, they had a pretty nasty campaign last year. Kelly Ward losing pretty big time to the McCain camp, who branded her Chemtrail Kelly. And that's not something she has forgotten.
Yeah. All right, Dennis.
For the voters.
Let it all begin.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a crazy year. Dennis, as always, thank you.